I'll break it down into simple steps for you. The first step is really your finances. So that's kind of broken into two chunks. The first one being your down payment. So for a conventional loan, that's anywhere from 3 to 20%. Obviously, you could do more if you'd like. Anything under 20%, you're gonna be paying PMI, which is private mortgage insurance, and that's just to cover the lender in case you default. So just an extra little payment each month. The second chunk is the monthly payment. Everyone always says, date the rate, marry the home. I'd say it too. But really what that means is you really got to make sure you can make that monthly payment comfortably. Obviously the rate, factors into that. But it's all about that monthly payment. So if you can make a monthly payment comfortably and you have some reserves built up on top of that down payment, you're in a pretty good position to be purchasing a home. Obviously, everyone's different. Evaluate your own life, whether your job, you're moving, etc. But once you're ready to do that, the next step is finding a qualified lender. And honestly, your real estate agent, friends and family could do your own research to find a good lender. And they're just going to get you pre-approved. So they're going to take your bank account, they're going to take your pay stubs, a bunch of other information to pretty much get you a number that you're pre-approved for. And that number is pretty much going to define your search criteria. And why that's super important to do before you start seriously looking is because some people look and they realize, oh, some of these homes are outside my budget. And then sometimes people realize, oh, wow, I'm pre-approved for more than they thought they were. So they're eliminating a bunch of homes that they thought, oh, it's not possible. So once you get that number, you can really define your parameters of, what am I looking to buy? Where am I looking to buy? And that's where I come in, or, whatever real estate agent you hire. You just got to find a trusted real estate agent, someone that knows the data, someone that knows the pulse of the market. And honestly, they're going to be fighting on your behalf, negotiating on your behalf. So someone you could trust and someone that is going to do a really good job is crucial. And what they're going to do, odds are, so what I do is I just set you up on an automatic search. I get your criteria. So let's say you want a 3-bed, 2+ bath on a 6,000 square foot plus lot in this neighborhood, not this neighborhood. And then whenever those listings come on the market, they immediately hit your email. And then what I always advise my buyers to do, go look at open houses. It's super important because all this information you see online, like this, let's just say square footage, for example, it's just a number. So it's like 1,200 square foot house compared to a 1,600 square foot house compared to like a 2,400 square foot house. You really only get a feel for that number once you start looking at homes in that square foot range. So I always say go to as many open houses as possible. Even if you're on the fence about a house, just go, because they'll just make you more knowledgeable about what's out there, what you do like and what you don't like. And that's super important. It's just knowing which homes you like. So when that one comes on the market, you see the square footage, you see everything else that it's in your neighborhood, it's in your price range, and then you want to go for it. That's when you submit an offer. And honestly, that is where the real estate agent's job kind of shines, is because they're figuring out what is the best number, what is the best terms to submit in order to get your offer accepted. So what the real estate agent's job is, what I do, I call the listing agent. I'm super comfortable with them. I talk with them. I try to figure out what the sellers want. Odds are it's usually the price, but sometimes they just want a super well-qualified buyer. Sometimes they want a quick close. They just want people that are easy to work with. And that's why it's super crucial for your real estate agent to consistently follow up with that agent, the listing agent, and just make sure we're on the right track. Just because if there are other offers, you're going to be competing, and it's just gathering intel, figuring out the best route to getting your offer accepted. And then once that offer is accepted, you're in escrow. And that's just a whole nother chapter. I'll probably do a video on that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share kind of the steps and a little bit more in-depth review of it. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, text, call.